We all have one life. Therefore, we should work to achieve our dreams. Isn't it? Anybody here who does not have a dream? Or anyone here who doesn't want to pursue a dream that he is interested in? I also had a dream. A dream to travel space. A dream to look at Earth in amazement. A dream to experience zero gravity. Dear Toastmasters and friends, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
To realize this dream, I booked an appointment on my personal calendar for 6th of September and initiated a ticket purchase. The bot, which is my favorite pet, looked up some preferences for me, booked the nearest SpaceX travel center, sent me the QR matrix on my mobile phone for 9 a.m. on 6 September as the date of booking for the journey. I was super excited. The bot also booked an air taxi for me at 8:30 a.m. on the same day. So the day arrived. I woke up at 8 a.m., took a radiation bath, freshened myself up. The day had finally arrived. My senses revived and my emotions imbibed. With great joy, I went to the roof and the air taxi had arrived to pick me up. I sat in, buckled myself, and zoom, I went to the SpaceX Travel Center. At the SpaceX Travel Center, the instructor had come to receive me. The wind was blowing, my heart was pumping, my nerves were thumping, and my spirits jumping. That was not intentional. So I made my way to the top floor of the SpaceX Travel Center. There I got myself into a space suit, sat inside a space pod, and I was ready to be launched on the launch pad. After some time, the engine started to blare with increased vigor. My nerves started to trigger and nothing I could figure. In no time, I could feel the effect on my body. My body was under immense pressure. My eyes started to bulge out a little and I was feeling very nervous. This was the effect of the G-force that was getting implemented on me. I waited for the G-force to reside, and after some time, I was taken over by the zero gravity effect. Yes, at last I was in space. In space, it was all emptiness and darkness. But at some distance, I saw a star afar. This was the sun, the mighty star. At this time, I realized that I have come to witness my dream. I could see the earth revolving and the moon dancing around it in frolic. The virtual reality was at play at this time. Right across my shoulder, at some distance, I could see a huge human-made colony. This was indeed the International Space Station, the man-made mighty. My joy knew no limits as I was experiencing this extrinsic experience. During my childhood, I used to hear stories from my grandmother about the sun, the stars, and the moon. And here I was, witnessing everything. I had a dream to travel to space, and the dream was indeed a very unique dream in human race. I was completely into the moment and completely thoughtless, just experiencing what was around me. The space particles were zipping and the satellites were peeping. After some time, I heard a sudden sound of a hooter. Before I could figure out what was going on, the engines again started blaring. My heart started pumping, my nerves started thumping, and I could feel the nervousness and the pressure taking over. After some time, I realized Now slowly the zero gravity is going to convert to a g-force. It was putting immense pressure on my body. The earth was staring, and well, the experience was a little scary. Once the travel ended, I landed safely on planet Earth. I took off my spacesuit, removed my virtual reality glasses, and looked at the time. It was 9:30 a.m. September 6, 2030. After I was done with my experience, I started to feel that I was getting late for office. So, at 9:40, another space taxi was waiting for me at the SpaceX Travel Center roof. I went inside, buckled up, and zoomed. I left in no time. As most of you must have realized, I never actually left the planet Earth. Rather, it was just a virtual reality experience that I was experiencing at the SpaceX Travel Center. Do you realize that in 2030, times will be such that we will be able to experience space journeys, Jurassic Park, and Alice in Wonderland right in our vicinities? Of course, the fuel at that time was pretty expensive, and I was still working at Oracle, no matter I couldn't afford it. The virtual reality and the augmented reality is going to be a reality in 2030 for the human recreation. This was a time when the forces of nature were taken over by human innovation, and the senses of the living beings have been replaced by artificial experiences. Also, in recent times, as we see, Facebook has launched its virtual reality device Oculus. Google has Daydream, and just day before yesterday, Google has launched its mobile phone Pixel in India, which is virtual reality enabled. So, therefore, we see that after some time, these things will be taken over by the advancements in technologies. Now, a little bit about my bot, because I really love my pet. This is something which is a software robot which is artificial intelligent and able to communicate to multiple platforms of my time, helping me do tasks that are time consuming for me. So with this, get ready to experience the exciting times and dream like never before. Get ready for the future. Thank you.